All right, man. We have another TDM talk episode. And this time, as you can see, is the man, Illinois behind Latinx hip
Yes,
hop
sir. Yes, sir.
page. There he is, live in the. Hey, if you don't know who he is, boom, there he is, right there.
That's what I
He's
look like.
yeah, he's been on the show. He's if you follow me long enough, he's been on the show. Remember when I did with you and Slim at Urban Goods? That was the only video I ever got from Trap Visions,
Mm.
and I don't even think he recorded. Or no, he did. He did film that
Yeah, he
one.
filmed that one.
We filmed so many after, and I got none of those videos for it.
Oh crap.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Trap, free Trap, man. Trap's kind of a bit of a bind right now, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
man, thank you for stopping by, man. I feel like it's long overdue.
Yeah. No, it's been a minute, man. I think if it wasn't last year, because I know last year I hit you up for mine when we did that on the
Correct.
road to the award show, and then I can't remember how long ago we did the one at Urban Goods, but it's been a while.
Damn. Was it the year before that? Because we did yours like in December, right? Because you were having
Yeah,
the
it was
awards
in
at the end of
December.
the year. So it might have been that summer of that year.
Probably.
Because that's when we had left from Real Talk. We left there in April. And I think I started back recording like May or June at Urban Goods. And you were like our first episode when
Yeah.
we did that one. But anyway, man, for one, I appreciate everything you do. Just like I was seeing all the comments, everybody's like, they appreciate what you do for the culture, for the artist. I'll be like, man, I don't know how he does it. Like he's
Yeah.
so in tune with all the artists from coast to coast, pretty much it seems like. And I know I've discovered a ton of people because of you, and many can say the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to give you your flowers on that. And I've told you this privately, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not
know
like
you
I'm
have.
putting on for the camera or nothing like that. So
Yes, yes.
for those that may not know, bro, like what even inspired you? I don't even know if I asked you this the first time. Like, what inspired you doing this? Like the what you were doing? Because when you started, you were doing the collage thing
Yeah,
that I
so,
remember.
so okay. Obviously, I started the page. I just hit my 4-year anniversary. So I started in 2020, and I told people I didn't really get active with the page till 2021. So if you really go down if you were willing to scroll down 2,000 posts, you'll see it wasn't really too much. It kind of seemed like I was posting like once a month almost. It was, yeah, just a couple videos. But this is at the time when I didn't know anybody, because it's the only buddy who really, it was mainly like main people like Crystal Poppin, Bo Bundy, Snow the Product. It was kind of just names like that
Correct.
that were being posted at first. But anyways, and it really wasn't until like Misery contacted me, and then that's when I started exploring everybody. And no, but besides that, I guess what you can say what inspired me is just, you know, me growing up, I've always liked MTV, Fuse, BET, VH1s. Those were the things that I grew up to, and I would watch. Like they'd have award shows, they have little mic drops, whatever, and so it kind of, that was the start of the influence. And I've always wanted something to be available for us, Latinos.
Correct.
And so I've always felt like there weren't enough of us, because I guess you could say, because I used to rap 10, 15 years ago. And so in that time, I think the only people there really was like Fat Joe, and I really can't think of anybody else, honestly. Of course, SPM, but I mean, he had already been locked up a good 10 years or so, or 8, I don't know. And I know you had Coast, you had Lucky Luciano, but you didn't have like a big name like Fat Joe,
Yeah.
like, because he was somebody you'd see at these award shows and be in movies and stuff like that. So, but now you're starting to see a lot more of us, like you see, Cap G. I know he was on a movie a couple years ago. Snow the Product, she was on a show a couple years ago too, and Crystal Poppin was in a movie this year. So there's, we're growing, and it's but yeah, that's kind of where basically I created a page that I felt that was something that was needed for us.
Correct.
And just see how we grow from there.
And it was, and it still is. One of the things that I've seen lately is I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of word this like properly. So so Powder did an interview with Elm Street, right?
Okay.
And out in Dallas, shout out to my boy Elms. So he asked her about what do we need more Latinos, in the rap game or whatever. And I commented like, I don't think we need more. I just think we need more at the top because you have your Mexican OTs, your D babies, and then it just kind of I don't know if you'd consider Lefty Gunplay someone at the top or a King Little G maybe, or who. Well, I don't know if I'm missing anybody else, any other big names out there. Is OGZ. Some people like that, and then I feel like there's tiers to it.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, so there's levels to a bunch of people. Like, I think the highest level that I can name, most recently in the past 5 years, is probably 6ix9ine. I think he reached the highest of the highest because everybody was talking about him.
Correct.
And so, but like you said, like there is tiers. Like, you have people like Snow the Product. She's in a specific spot. Krista Poppins in a specific spot. SPM, OT, and everybody's in their own tier.
I think it'd be interesting to do a tier type of thing and see, because those things are always subjective because people always have their, he should be up there, but it's like, not really. You're just a huge fucking fan of the guy or you're a big mark for that person and you're like, nah, he should be at the top. It's like, nah, not really. Because what is it? We want to talk. And I totally forgot about 6ix9ine because he actually is, of Mexican descent. But I guess because he didn't really represent for the Latinos, kind of like how everybody else does, And then but yeah, he did. If you put it in perspective, he was one of the ones at the top. But I that was my point. Was like, I think we need more at the top to open more of those doors. Because right now it's like they let one or two in, and then it's kind of okay, that's enough of y'all, But at the bottom, it's fucking crowded.
And in all honestly, the people who make it are the ones that are able to open those doors. I guess if you want to blame anybody, I guess it'd be them to be able to open it up for us, because like I've had this conversation with a couple of people where it's like, okay, so Houston isn't known to be lyrical. The people who are known to be lyrical are GT Garza and Doe Man. From the top of my mind that I can think of right now. So, them themselves, they made it to where they're at, and they're growing still. And for them to have, for Houston to have more lyrical artists, it would be, I guess, I don't want to say their responsibility, but they could be one of the ones that open those doors for other lyrical artists.
Yeah. So I've seen so if we talking just lyrical, I know I've seen GT work with Chops and the ABs and the Chicano Vegas and kind of put them in a position. I think it's such an uphill battle, like for the lyrical, the guys that are lyrical, because man, talent wise, bro, they fucking got it. They make great music too. It's not, it's not that because some would say, man, that's boring. Some of that is because they want to hear the popping bottles and the the girls and the throwing money and the shoot 'em up, bang bang shit, right? But these guys really get on, and I was telling my boy AD from Supernatural, where we Chop did a video shoot last night. I was like, man, all these guys are super dope. It was Slim, AB, Chop, and DFD Baby Lee, and Apollo was there, just hanging out. I said, all these guys can rap, and they all do it differently, and they're dope. Like, you got to check them out. And he told me yesterday, he's like, man, I listened to Chop's music. Like, I sent him some of Chop's music, and he's like, yeah, I fuck with this, bro. Like, cause he's him and Benny the Butcher is real tight.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just one of them. I feel like I think we need more. So, like having a page like yours, and I think the playlist that we do, and we'll get to that in a minute, it is very crucial because it opens doors for a lot of those artists to hear other artists from not just, because you could tell us, bro, when we started, it was just Houston fucking artists and just local, like really local Houston artists. What, the playlist, what made you want to start that or how did that?
So in all honesty, the playlist inspiration part came up where, I think Spotify has there's a word for it. They have like a Hispanic playlist, but they label it something, and they always put like an artist on there. but they just update that one playlist. So I think it's like a total of 50 songs. And once one gets added, well, then the other gets taken off. It's basically screwing it down.
Okay.
So it's basically like the latest hits. So well, the ones that whoever creates that playlist, they scoot it down, and I guess whatever they like, then they go down the list.
Damn, that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
How to decide what song to put on there.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, my bad.
So, but that's where that inspiration came from, especially once we started putting them on the covers, because they put an artist on the cover, whoever's the top one, and then I think like a week later they, like I said, they screwed.
Because I think when we started, we were just putting like our logos on it, right? And
yeah,
then just kind of like whatever. And then you came up with the idea of putting. Then we started doing 3 artists at one time, and then that quickly ran out, and it was like, okay, now we're just gonna put one. And I just appreciate you letting me be a part of that, man. I remember when you first started doing it, I was like, I don't even know how the conversation between you and I went, but it went, and we just, and that's probably one of been the most consistent things I've done, because it's been, correct me if I'm wrong, 3 years?
If it's not 3 years yet, it's about to be 3 years.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was like, this is consistently about 3 years in running. Like I don't think we've taken a month off. We've always dropped something, and it's just, to me, has gotten bigger. I wish there was a way to look at like analytics, like to see how they do or whatever. Is there a way?
Not that I know of exactly. I just know. So on the Spotify side, the only thing I know is you can see followers, because I'll get some following on that side, and then Apple I think does the same thing.
With the playlist, how do? It's crazy that I'm asking the question, because I know the answers, but I was like, well, let me figure out a way to actually ask this. But how do people get on the playlist if they want to get on the playlist? For those that don't know,
man, so it's just really a simple DM, and then it really just has to be good, because like how you said when we first started, it's.
We were throwing anybody on there.
Anybody who wanted in, they got in. And so obviously we got to slimmer it down, because it's our brands that is being represented. And if we create a playlist of just a random, of some hits, some not so good, and then somebody hears the playlist, they're gonna be like, man, I don't think these guys know what good music is, and so that's gonna make us look bad that's eventually.
True.
So we had to narrow it down. Obviously you send in your link, we check it out, we listen to it. If we don't like it, or either you perfect your craft, or maybe we're just not your audience. But, honestly, I think me and David have a really good ear. So if we don't like it, I personally think you should just work on your craft better, or find another style of some sort if you really like this music stuff.
Now, has anyone that we didn't put on ever reached out to you and asked why they didn't get put on? Because I've had people submit to me, and we actually ended up not actually adding them on, but I never heard back, or like, hey, why didn't my stuff get put on? Or maybe they didn't even check, to be honest. I don't know.
So I think the majority of people get the idea once we say it's up for consideration, and they just leave it at that. Because I have not had nobody contact me.
No, that's what's up. Because sometimes the DMs that I get will be like, hey, for your consideration, it'll be like, hey, just if you guys can put it on, cool. And now that disclaimer is out, it's like they know, like, okay, it may not get on there, but I think that should be a motivation to perfect your craft, or get to actually bettering it, which is, I think, what a lot of people need in this game. So what are you working on currently, man? I saw you got this new thing on where people can run the page, and I'm sure some motherfuckers was mad, like, why, but you did the spin wheel, you did it fair, you did the spin wheel, and whoever it was, you could shout them out, and let them know what that's about.
So, okay, keep in mind, everything that I do is literally inspired from things I used to watch as a kid. Like I said, MTV, Fuse, MTV2, whatever else was out there, MTV3, whatever. Everything's inspired by that. So, so recently one of the things that I introduced was, being able to record yourself and introduce your song. So just like how... I think it was 106 in Park. I think they would have an artist come in. They have their song that they're premiering for the week or whatever. Yeah. And they'd come on. They say, "Hey, what's up? My name is so and so, and this is my premiere song." And they play the song. Play about a good minute or so. But I'll probably try to keep it like, they say what they want to say, and then probably play like 30 seconds of the song. Obviously, not all the way. yeah, you know, if they want to listen to the rest, well, they can go check it out themselves. So that's where that inspiration came from. And then the taking over, you know, it's just something to collab and being that let the artist, I guess, show us what they like or who they support. Like one of the things I was telling Chop, I was like, look, it'll be so I told him, look, it's a perfect opportunity for if there's an artist that you like and for whatever reason that one artist ignored your DM or whatever, or they didn't reach back out to you, you know, there could be a way of you saying, hey, I rock with you, and, you know, I'll put this song on there so they can put it, you know, promote you or whatever. That's just an example. But yeah, it's really just to help everybody out and show me what they like or who they support or just whatever and shoot, they can even be selfish and put themselves on, you know?
Yeah.
But so the guys who won, I did a spin the wheel thing, and the guys that won a slow burn crew, they're out in California.
Nice.
And so they're going to start they're going to do because I offered you can do for the week or for the day, and they want to do for the week. So starting next week on Monday, which I think is the 17th or 18th of November, they're going to start it. And but I don't know. I was telling some of the people, I don't know if I'm going to do the spin the wheel next time, because I do kind of want to do a monthly thing for 2025. I'm thinking about reaching out to other like brands or specific artists, like you, for example. I'd ask you if you want to do it, and it'd be, you know, like a TDM takeover, because I don't know if Zach hit you up, but Zach, he hit me up about it, and I told him, well, maybe we can just do one, you know, in the future.
He did ask, you know, if I wanted to do it. I was like, look, we collab, not that I don't, right? I just, like, we collab enough where, like, you know, I'll let someone else, you know, but I like what you said in the future, like something, you know, further along the line, like once you kind of test the waters with whoever you got, let them, you know, do their thing. We can always do something, because, you know, we've been working together for the last 3 years or so. Really, since we met, we've been like locked in, and so I was like, yeah, I can wait, bro. Like, it's no rush for me, because I'm like, I don't even have shit to promote. We got the toy drive coming up, and that's kind of about it. We got some other things, but I'm not, you know, we're not gonna really air them out right now. But yeah, so it's just, you know, I think it's cool, because I think it's just on depending on who runs it, you know, what they actually do with it, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think most people would just be like, I'm just gonna put myself for a week, you know, so promote all my shit.
That's what I'm saying. They can be selfish. But now, one of the other people that I contacted was 86 Inca.
Okay.
I told them, you know, it'd be cool to see what they would like to.
Man, shout out to them guys, man.
Yeah.
Audio P, you know, everybody out there.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, I stay in contact with them, and should I tell them I got some? So I got a lot of ideas in the next coming year, and I've reached out to him, and I got some collab ideas. And he goes, yeah, just let me know and we'll be down. So we will probably be doing something together next year.
I love that, man. I'm hoping to go out there soon and kind of fuck with them on some kind of level. Just because they were down here for Embrace the Culture last year.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta come out there, man. So and partake in one of their events, you know.
Yeah.
It just be hard, you know, like the traveling thing, and just money wise, you know. I don't sell dope like all the rappers do, you know. I don't got it like that. Yeah. So actually, man, that's pretty cool. So what's the name again of the people that was Slow Burn? It was
Slow Burn Crew.
Slow Burn Crew. Okay, so shout out to you guys, man. Congratulations on that, and congratulations on the 4 years, man. I know I said it. I made a post or whatever, or a story congratulating you, but man, to see the growth, I tell people all the time, like, bro, y'all don't. I remember, and I'm sure you could say the same about me, like, and we talk about this, like, you know, you seeing where we started, we both see where we more or less started to where we're at now, and it's just the growth the story has been amazing, bro, and then we still just got more to go, more, like you said, you got more ideas, I got more ideas, we're both just creatives on that level. So is there no award show this year? Nah,
so there is going to be an award show, which is not going to be in person. It being in person, I don't know, man. I guess I really have my doubts, and that's, you know, with me just being one person, it's just so difficult to you know, get that help from others, or, you know, help me, because I have a vision for it if it is in person, but it would need either a lot of money behind it, or it just need a lot of people to help me out if they could. But Yeah, because something like that, I would love to have. Like, I think I've said it to a couple people. Uh, two different entrances, a red carpet for the artist, and then somebody record the whole thing all night. So a couple weeks, the rest of the world could see what we saw. But see, and then another thing that makes me doubt it. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's some people that get in their feelings when they don't get posted.
Yeah.
And so I guess they feel like I don't want to be cool with them or whatever. And, there's people like that here. And, it is what it is. But it'll still be online. And whoever shows love, or whoever helps out. Like, how I have the announcers and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
correct.
But yeah, so it's still going to be online. That's for sure.
No, that's dope. And one thing that I've learned, bro, is like, someone's always going to be upset about a decision you make, like, because it happens with me. And it's usually because I don't give in to whatever it is that they want. And to be honest, a lot of the things that I think people be mad about the award show, like why they weren't. But when you look at the majority of who's making those comments or who's upset, they didn't really put in the work. Like, I'll look and I'm like, bro, you didn't. I'm thinking like you didn't drop shit. You didn't. I didn't see you doing no shows. I didn't see most of the guys, if not everybody that's up, to me have deserved at least the mention, the honorable mention of being nominated anyway.
Yeah.
Because I see their presence online. I see them doing shows, putting out music. That's a part of being active, man. Like, you can't just sit around, drop 2 singles in a year and think like someone's supposed to just give you some shit. Like, it doesn't work that way, man. How do you handle that, man? You just kind of, I look at you like, just like, I don't know, but how do you handle that?
So,
or try to handle it.
So I tell myself all the time, I go, don't act on emotions, don't take nothing personal. Let them say whatever they want to say and just let it be. Because there's been some times I'm like, should I reach out and say something? But then again, I don't know if they're going to want to go back and forth, and I'm not trying to deal with that.
Yeah, correct.
So, it is what it is. However they feel at the end of the day, they feel the way it is. But, let me say something. Like, as far as like, I'm here and I do, singles, projects, and put people on these award shows. And it's like, I didn't charge you. So if you're getting mad at me, go get mad at these other pages, They're going to charge you $100, $200, whatever, however followers they got.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to say this, and excuse my language, young lady, but if you mad at this man, fuck you. Because this man does this shit for free. He doesn't charge nobody. He does it out of love. He don't even have to promote none of the shit that y'all be putting out. So if you're mad at that, then yeah, that's in all capital letters. Like, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Like, fuck you. That's how I feel, honestly. I've been wanting to say that shit, but I try not to, like, I don't really want to be that guy to stir the pot or whatever. But I've, seen or read comments, or even personally know people who have been upset with you over some shit that really. Like, how can you be mad at that? Like, well, number one, it's your page. You can post whatever you want. Yeah. You don't have to do that. And then 2, how are you mad that he didn't post you? Like, I mean, that's just you. That you're the problem. Now, me on the other hand, I'm more of an asshole. Kind of like, I don't really give a shit, so they might get mad. I know they're gonna be mad at this post, at me saying what I'm saying now, and I really don't care. If you want to interview, come on, we can get on the couch and talk about it. But at the end of the day, man, it's always like the goal is always to unite, right? And because we've talked about that. I mean, we do this shit with the playlist. I think it brings unity. I know I see comments sometimes like, why? And I know like for one, you didn't submit shit, bro. 2, maybe the song just wasn't good enough, or I think people feel like we should just grab their music and put it on there, and at times we have, right, or we do. But it's because the record is hot, and we just like, I don't care if they submit or not. Like, I want to actually promote this record or whatever. But a lot of the people that complain don't have, I think, room or an excuse to complain. I think people want to complain just to complain. That's how I feel. And I just kind of, you handled it right, man. Be about business and just kind of keep it moving, bro. And I'm looking forward to the awards again this year since you've been. This will be your third one, man. Yeah, and I think that's dope because it gives people like. And I love seeing all the whoever you have to introduce to the awards. You know, I it's always surprising to me. I mean, I know of course because I've done it the last 2 years. Did I do one last year?
Man, you know what? No, yeah, you did. It's just so the first year you did 2 for me, and last year you only did 1 for me.
Who did I do last year?
I don't know who you did, but I know you and Trap and 2 other people. Y'all went to go record it with the green screen on the back.
Oh yeah, my girl Lily Minnie Blunt. I think she did one, and no, who was it? Was it Anna?
I think Amazing Ike.
Amazing Ike.
I don't remember if Anna did, but Amazing Ike for sure.
Oh yeah, okay, I do remember that, man. Yeah, okay. I just don't remember what category it was. Damn, that's crazy. I appreciate all those that voted for us for Podcast of the Year because I honestly didn't. The only time I went hard on promoting, like to go vote, was when we did the broadcast Houston. Like, go vote for us, go vote. But after that, it's exhausting to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to go through that no more. And I said, you know what, with Latinx, man, fuck it. If they just vote for me, they vote for me, you know?
Yeah.
And they do, and I love it, and I appreciate you guys that do. I appreciate everybody that supports this man as well because, in essence, I think if the way if they support you, they support me as well, for the most part. But now I and a bunch of people appreciate what you do for the culture, even with the awards thing, man. I need a trophy or something next time though this year, now, or something I can hang up on my wall, on our window here, or wall or whatever. But no, I think it's dope what you do, man. I'm looking forward to everything that's coming in the future that you got coming out. Continuing to work on our business relationship with the playlist and just anything else that we got going, man. Because you definitely you promote just about everybody, if not everybody. I want to say everybody, but I'm sure you miss a couple people here and there, not on purpose. Before we get out of here, I wanted to ask you one question, man. And if you had to put together a cipher on some lyrical shit, and you had, let's say, 6 people you wanted to put on.
Can it be
anybody?
Like even the whole state?
The whole world, the whole state, the whole country. 10 people. You're 10 guys. What I mean?
Oh, 10?
No, I'm sorry, 6. You're 6 guys that you're going to war with.
Shit. Well, obviously, I know I gotta take Chop and Slim, Carlos Slim. I'm gonna put Frankie on there, and then I would put AB, but I want to put somebody from outside of the city. So Frankie, Chop the Father, Carlos Slim. I'd put a Danny V. You remember him?
Yeah.
And I put I really like Fredo. I don't know if you've seen Fredo.
Yeah.
He was on the tournament stuff. And
got one more.
I'm gonna throw in this guy was a part of the tournament this past year too. Big J CSB Big J or Big J CSB. I forget the way he puts it.
Okay.
But it'd be them 6.
Okay.
So
y'all don't be hurt about this, all right? Yeah.
So I would have threw some people from like Austin because I know there's Nez, the villain. There's Jay. What's his name? Jay from the O.
I still want to try to bring Nez down. He was supposed to do which Embrace the Culture was it 3? Mm-hmm. And something happened. He couldn't make it. And I was low key. He was the only one that actually him and Clever Delano. Them 2 were the only 2 that didn't show that I was like disappointed in. Kind of like, damn, like I wish they would have came. Nez at least told me. Clever didn't say a word, and I was just that was kind of disappointing as well. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent in the country, bro.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Who are some people on the up and coming that people you think should look out for, man? Like that you want to put out there?
So, man, a lot of people, I discovered that reach out that want to be on playlists or the ones that have been a part of the tournaments and stuff. Man, for sure, Fredo. Fredo's a young cat. I think he's like 19 or 18. I don't know. He's real young. And if you listen to him, you'll be like, damn, he's that young and he's rapping like this. It's like, I don't know if you were paying attention to like hip hop at this time. I think it was 2012, 2013. there was a guy named Joey Badass. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a bigger name now, but whenever Joey Badass first came out, same thing. He was like 18 or 19 around 2012, 2013. And basically, like the same, I was surprised the same way. Like, I was like, what the hell? You know, he's rapping like this. Fredo is one of them. Let's see. There's a guy named Elijah Moon.
Yeah, who we had on the cover recently.
Yeah, him. Let's see. Rincon, I've been starting to see him. I've been paying attention to him a lot more. He's another one who joined the tournament, but I didn't meet him through the tournament. I think I met him because I was doing the weekly singles, and he reached out. But once he got on the tournament, he really caught my attention. You know.
He's the one I met at Embrace the Culture.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
that came down from. Is he? He's from Dallas.
Yeah, he's from the Dallas area.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely got to bring him out one day.
So he's someone to pay attention from up there, and then he's got his boy Jay Sean's. I don't know if you know him. They just dropped a new song together. It's pretty good. I think it's called "I Got It" or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember, but that's more than that one is gonna be on the November playlist.
Okay.
So
cool.
you'll check that one out. Man, I'm trying to think of who else. I know there's some boys out in Miami that I recently met, which one of them was the Big J CSB I was telling you about.
Okay.
So he's got some other homies down there called Drew and Marlin Records or something like that. But I think Marlin's a producer. Man, I'm trying to think of a lot more. Oh, there's these guys from Chicago. Man, dog, they are nice. So one of them got put on the last month's playlist. He goes by Motive. He's got a song on there called Jimi Hendrix. Motive has an album called Crash Out King. Bro, this guy, every song is different. Nothing was the same on there.
Wow.
And it was really good. He'll sing on there, he'll rap on there.
Really?
And he'll give you some bars,
Nice.
Like he ain't just, highly recommend you check it out. So that's Motive. Oh, Motive is cool with Alex Gill. Remember we talked about him?
Yeah.
And there's another guy named Kato. Kato just dropped a track recently. I posted a video. He's rapping like Twista. It's one of the last videos I just posted. There's a guy, I haven't heard from him lately, but YB Redemption or something like that. I can't remember. He's another guy from Chicago.
Okay.
Man, I can go on and on.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're blowing my. Some of the names I do know of because we've had them on the playlist, and of course, the music was dope. You know who I've been wondering what happened to, man? I haven't heard from, but I still bump his album. I think his name is King Guess or something like that, out of Cali.
Okay. Man, from what I've been seeing, I guess he's kind of taken a step back because I know the rest of his homies from the Brownsville camp are still very active. But man, I guess he's just I know he's still there. His online presence is still there. Probably just no current music he's been putting out.
Yeah.
But now King Guess is dope. I mean, everybody from the Brownsville camp.
Yeah, I was about to say everybody from that camp is dope. But when I think I discovered him through the playlist. I think we had one of his songs on there, and I was like, let me go check out his album because it impressed me that much where I had to stop and I gotta go listen. Heard the whole album. I was like, yo, and I remember DMing him yo, this shit is dope, bro. Sick. The ladies are definitely do it. Susanna, Victoria Silk.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of. Bro, there's just so much talent. I was gonna ask about the females, female wise.
Man, female wise, there are a lot. There definitely are a lot. I really like. So I'm a fan of Type Shit, and I really like that song she did with Bad Child. It really showed a different side to me. It felt different, something I haven't heard in a minute. I really.
It's called That Bitch, right, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I like that joint. Asuna, yeah, she's got that EP she just dropped. Got a couple good songs on there. I know there's one artist out in New York. No, two. There's Jasenia, the one we just had on the cover.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
And there's another. What is her name? There was a song we put on hers called Lil Mama, but I can't remember her name at all. Oh, her name's Crybaby.
Oh, okay.
She's dope. I'm trying to think of somebody else. But yeah, and then there's some people from Cali like Sammy Love, Zay.
Yeah.
Gucci Mar. But yeah, and then there's Miss Gold. Oh, and I really like Baby Rose. Baby Rose is nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say. Well, yeah, yeah. I spoke to her the other day. We had been talking about doing something, bringing her out for a show, or I think she'll be down here in a couple weeks.
Okay.
And so we're setting up an interview, with her to have her come while she's here. I think we're both attending the Gold Toes thing that it's something that Gold Toes is doing. I don't even know how I saw it. I just saw it on somewhere. It's like free to sign up. It's some kind of gathering, or I don't really know what it is, to be honest.
Okay.
But she was telling me she was going to be there because I was like, when you come to Houston, so we could lock one in. And same with P Killa. If y'all are watching this, hey, we got y'all come through. You come through the studio and we'll drop something. And she's like, I'll actually be out there in a couple weeks. And I was like, oh, bet. Like, here's my number. Log me in. When you're down here, whenever you want, we got the keys. We can come here whenever, lock in an interview. So I'm looking forward to that because she's definitely been on her grind, dog, like doing her thing. And eventually, hopefully, we'll get her down here for, maybe for Summer Jam next year. We'll see. We'll do what it takes. We try to get Miss Gold. She didn't show. She didn't actually respond. Miss Gold, I don't know what's going on. If I got to come to Austin, I'll come out there, but I need to know what happened. Well, we love you anyway. We still love you. But, yeah, Miss Gold been doing her thing. We actually got to do the interview with her the weekend of the hurricane, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the hurricane was like 6 hours from, like, from when we did the interview. It got dark. Nobody wanted to come to the studio at the time, and I was like, I'll go do it, I guess, But, yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing, man, and just, man, keep it business, man. Keep it professional. Again, I don't know if there's anything you got that you want to talk about that we hadn't talked about.
No, man, I really feel like we touched just about everything. Yeah, I don't know. We got the award show coming up. We talked about the playlist and what I got going on.
So while we're on the subject of the award show thing, so people won't get butthurt, even though I know a lot of them will. If they want to get nominated, how was the process? How does that happen?
So I will more than likely put out a separate post saying, okay, who should be nominated for Rap Song of the Year. This is just an example.
Correct.
And so I'm hoping everybody listens and puts their song title that they feel is. But obviously, I'm going to go through all of them and I'm going to listen to them. And if I feel like it's worthy to be nominated, well, then it will possibly get nominated.
So get your people to nominate you, man. Basically, go in there and comment one of your songs. And if it's good enough, it'll be in the nomination. Now it ain't no guarantee you'll win, but at least you won't be like, man, I'll come out and But again, It's always the people not doing shit that's mad. So ain't nobody got time to be mad. But on that note, man, any last minute shout outs before we get out of here?
No, man, just shout out to you. I appreciate you, letting me be on here and talk. Shout out to all the artists doing their thing. Shout out to the homies, Carlos Slim, shout out to Father. Yeah, man, and good luck to everybody, and just keep grinding. We're all doing the same thing, so hopefully we can open up doors to those who deserve to get their, be open. So
correct, man. Link is in the description. Go follow him on IG. He's got a YouTube as well. We'll put the link to that on there. And go fuck with him, man. If you've been living under a rock and you do not know who X HipHop is, then at least now you know. And go fuck with him, man. Tell him you saw him on TDM Talk. And, you'll be seeing us working together. So if you don't like that shit, then, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but that shit is not going nowhere. It's not, unless he decides he stopped working with me. But I don't think that's going to happen. But, hey, if it does, man, it's all love. Much respect to you, bro. Many blessings again. I always say this to you, and, we text or DM or whatever. And I'm looking forward to this month's playlist, man, seeing what what you got, and I've already you've seen what I got so far. So again, on that note, again, thank you, man. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, go follow him, keep running them numbers up, share this with somebody. Don't be a hater, leave a comment, anything, man. Even if you hate and leave a comment, it don't matter. On that note, we are them damn Mexicans. Sure.